Good afternoon, students. We have already learnt the concept of direct proportion in the last class. Let's recall direct proportion. Students, we have already learnt that direct proportion means when we increase one quantity, the other quantity increases in the same ratio, and mathematically we write it as if y is directly proportional to x. If y is directly proportional to x, we can say y upon x is always equal to a constant. Y upon x is equal to constant. That means we can take y1 upon x1 is equal to y2 upon x2, or we can take x1 upon y1 is equal to x2 upon y2. So this is the concept of direct proportion which we use to solve the questions. It's a very important topic related to your daily life situations. For example, cost and quantity. If you buy 2 kg of apples, you may be paying 200 rupees. If you buy 5 kg of apples, you will be paying 500 rupees. So that is direct proportion, right? So cost and quantity, distance and time when the speed is fixed, number of packets and number of biscuits in the packet, this is directly proportional. Height of pole and the length of shadow, again it's an example of direct proportion. So first thing, we need to identify the proportion, and after identifying the proportion, we'll write here directly consider as x1 upon y1 is equal to x2 upon y2, or y1 upon x1 is equal to y2 upon x2. x1 upon y1 is equal to x2 upon y2, or we can take y1 upon x1 is equal to y2 upon x2. Let's solve some questions based on this. That is the questions from NCERT. Question number 7. That is suppose 2 kg of sugar contains 9 into 10 raised to the power 6 crystals. 2 kg of sugar contains 9 into 10 to the power 6 crystals. How many crystals will be there in 5 kg of sugar and 1.2 kg of sugar? So first of all, we need to make the table. Think a little, थोड़ा सा सोचो ये डायरेक्ट प्रोपोर्शन है या नहीं, क्योंकि हम क्वांटिटी इंक्रीज करेंगे, ऑब्वियसली शुगर क्रिस्टल्स भी इंक्रीज होंगे. Similarly, if you decrease the quantity, the sugar crystals will also decrease. So definitely it is direct proportion, and they will increase or decrease in the same ratio. So here we have 2 kg of sugar contains 9 into 10 raised to the power 6 crystals. So we have to find out how many crystals will be there in 5 kg of sugar and 1.2 kg of sugar. So for this, let's assume that let 5 kg of sugar contains A number of crystals and 1.2 kg of sugar contains B crystals. So as we have discussed here that it is the case of direct proportion. As it is direct proportion, so first we'll mention here, right here it is direct proportion. We'll write here it is direct proportion. And then we'll write the condition. x1 upon y1 is equal to x2 upon y2 equal to x3 upon y3. x1 upon y1 is equal to x2 upon y2 equal to x3 upon y3. Using this condition, first we'll get 2 upon 2 upon 9 into 10 raised to the power 6, 2 upon 9 into 10 raised to the power 6 is equal to 5 upon 8. Cross multiply. So we get 2a. 2a is equal to 9 into 5 is 45 into 10 raised to the power 6. 2a is equal to 45 into 10 raised to the power 6. Therefore, a is equal to 45 into 10 raised to the power 6 divided by 2. Now we'll write the answer in standard form as 45 upon 2 is 22.5 into 10 raised to the power 6. Now this 22.5 when we write in standard form, it becomes 2.25 into 10 into 10 raised to the power 6. So this is 10 raised to the power 1 here. Because we have shifted only one place towards the left. Decimal is shifted one place towards the left. So power is positive and 10 raised to the, we have 10 raised to the power 1. So it will be 2.25 into. Now here we apply the law of exponent, that is a raised to the power m into a raised to the power n, which is equal to a power m plus n. So we get 2.25 into 10 raised to the power 7. So there will be 2.25 into 10 raised to the power 7 crystals in 5 kg of sugar. Similarly, let's solve the second part of the question. Second part now. So here, now we have 1.2 kg of sugar. We have to find out the number of crystals again. So similarly, again we write 2 upon 9 into 10 to the power 6 is equal to 1.2 upon B. So now we have to find out how many sugar crystals are there in 1.2 kg of sugar. So again we have x1 upon y1, that is 2 upon 9 into 10 raised to the power 6 equal to 1.2 upon B. When we cross multiply, we'll get B is equal to 1.2 into 9 into 10 raised to the power 6 divided by 2. So this 2, 1.2 cancelled here, 0.6 times, and 0.6 into 9 is 5.4 into 10 raised to the power 6. Finally, we would write the answer like this, that is, therefore 5 kg of sugar contains 2.25 into 10 raised to the power 7 and 1.2 kg of sugar contains 5.4 into 10 raised to the power 6 crystals. Okay, next is question number 8 of exercise 13.1, again from NCERT. Rashmi has a road map with a scale of 1 centimeter measuring 18 kilometers. She drives on a road for 72 kilometers. What would be her distance covered in the map? You already know, जब हम map पे कोई भी चीज़ को दिखाते हैं, when we represent anything on the any distance on the map, we use some scale. So here Rashmi has used a scale of 1 centimeter is equal to 18 kilometers and the actual distance is given as 72 kilometers. We have to find out what would be her distance on the map. So for this again we see, if more the distance, more the actual distance, more will be the distance on the map. less the actual distance, less will be the distance on the map. So that is again the case of direct proportion. So we'll form a table like this: distance on map and actual distance, distance on map and actual distance. So here it is, again it is the case of direct proportion. So we'll write here direct proportion. डायरेक्ट प्रोपोर्शन लिखना है यहां पर. Condition will write as x1 upon y1 is equal to x2 upon y2. x1 upon y1 is equal to x2 upon y2. Therefore 1 upon 18 equal to x upon 72. We have to find out the value of x. So 72 को इधर ट्रांसपोज कर ले डायरेक्ट. So here we get x is equal to 1 upon 18 into 72. Cancel it out. So 18 4s are 72. So this is equal to 4 सेंटीमीटर. x किसमें था? सेंटीमीटर्स में. सो शी रिप्रेजेंट्स 72 किलोमीटर डिस्टेंस as 4 centimeter on the map. So we'll write the final answer. Her distance covered in the map is equal to 4 centimeters. Her distance covered on the map equal to 4 centimeters. Her distance covered on map is 4 centimeters. Okay, so this way you have to solve the questions based on direct proportion. Now I'll be reading out 2 more questions and I'll be showing the table, and then you just solve the questions yourself. Okay, next question then. A 5 meter 60 centimeter high vertical pole casts a shadow 3 meter 20 centimeter long. Find at the same time the length of the shadow cast by another pole which is 10 meter 50 centimeter and the height of pole which casts a shadow 5 meters long. So this question has 2 parts. अब बच्चों ये जो मीटर सेंटीमीटर मिक्स दिया हुआ है, it would be easier if we convert it all into centimeters. तो वही हमने किया, यहाँ पर टेबल बनाया. हाइट ऑफ पोल इज 5 meters 60 centimeters, that is 560 centimeters. Its shadow is 3 meter 20 centimeters, that is 320 centimeter. We have to find out the length of the shadow of the pole which is 10 meter 50 centimeter high, that is 1050 centimeters high. And if the length of the shadow is 5 meters, what will be the height of the pole? Right? So we have completed the table. Now again, longer the object, longer will be the shadow. Longer the object, longer will be the shadow. देखिए आपके सामने यहाँ पे 2 पेन रखे हुए हैं. एक इसकी शैडो देखोगे और ये लंबा है तो इसकी शैडो होगी, तो डेफिनेटली इसकी शैडो कम छोटी होगी और इसकी शैडो बड़ी बनेगी. एट द सेम टाइम वी आर सेइंग, ठीक है, इसको मैं और बड़ा कर दूं तो डेफिनेटली इसकी शैडो क्या है, लेंथ, शैडो की लेंथ बढ़ती जाएगी. क्यों बढ़ती जाएगी? क्योंकि हम इसकी हाइट भी बढ़ा रहे हैं. जब इसकी हाइट बढ़ाएंगे तो लेंथ ऑफ शैडो भी क्या होगी, बढ़ती जाएगी. सो दैट इज डायरेक्ट प्रोपोर्शन and it will increase in the same ratio. So again we use the same concept, that is x1 upon y1. तो x1 upon y1 यहाँ पे पहले लिखेंगे आप डायरेक्ट प्रोपोर्शन जैसा पिछले क्वेश्चन में किया था. फिर कॉन्सेप्ट लिखिए x1 upon y1 is equal to x2 upon y2 equal to x3 upon y3, and then after arranging the proportion we'll solve it. For the first part we'll get it like this, that is 560 upon 320 equal to 1050 upon x. ये फर्स्ट पार्ट के लिए हो गया. और सेकेंड पार्ट के लिए लिखेंगे 560 upon 320 equal to x upon 500. Solving these you can, y upon 300, 500. Y upon 500. Okay, this is x and the other one, this one is y, sorry. This is y. Okay, 560 upon 320 equal to 1050 upon y. और सेकेंड पार्ट के लिए हो गया 560 upon 320 equal to x upon 500. Solving this will get the values of x and y, and that will give you the length of the shadow of 10 meter 50 centimeter high pole, and also the height of the pole when the length of the shadow is 5 meters. Okay, next question then. So solution you do yourself. Next is question number 10. 10th question. I am reading it out for you. Question number 10. A loaded truck travels 14 kilometers in 25 minutes. If the speed remains the same, how long can it travel in 5 hours? It's obvious when it is moving with the same speed. If it travels for the longer time, it will travel longer distance. Zyada time, zyada distance. Kam time, kam distance. When the speed remains same. So again it is the case of direct proportion. So here the time, one part is given in 25 minutes, the other part you will see it is 5 hours. So we'll convert this 5 hours into minutes. We should have the similar unit. So here distance 14 kilometers in 25 minutes. You have to find out how much distance will be covered in 5 hours. 5 hours is 300 minutes. Again, it is the case of direct proportion. So mention that it is direct proportion. Write x1 upon y1 is equal to x2 upon y2. And then we write the proportion like this: 14 upon 25 is equal to x upon 300. Solving this, you will get the value of x, and then finally write the answer as required in the statement. Okay, so complete exercise 13.1. Thank you. Have a nice day.